And it's just, I stress eat, and I don't work out anymore like I used to, and I want to change my life back to where I was, because I feel so much better when I feel healthier. So that's why I joined, and I just want to see if anybody else is interested in, what I'm going to be doing, and interested in the lifestyle of being more healthier and taking care of their bodies.
Great. So where are you in the business right now, Rita? What position are you?
Hello?
Karen just asked
Okay.
where you are in the business.
I just signed up to be a distributor like 2 weeks. I think it's been a week and a half, maybe.
Yep.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, Rita came to one of our mason jar
Thank you.
events at his house.
Okay. Awesome.
Who's next? Diane, can I get you to give a little introduction? Oh, hold on. I'm going to unmute you. Okay.
Hi, I'm Diane Kempinen, actually Ziachek. I just got married. I'm really new. I signed up in May, but kind of a slow start because I'm in grad school. I'm doing a master's of social work. I'm not new to multi-level marketing. I was a distributor for Amway Quick Star years ago. So I think that experience kind of put a foundation for me on what this type of structure can do, because I had my upline, I saw it firsthand, their lifestyle and how they lived. And I think from all of that, what I take away is, and this is true whatever walk you do, even your walk in Christ or whatever you believe, your spirituality, it comes down to what you put in your mind, body, and soul. It's all connected. So you have to feed your mind good things, good thoughts. So whether you're studying a business structure or affirmations or the Bible or scripture, but you also have to be putting good things into your body in terms of food. And also I get that from my mom. My mom is a certified dietary manager. She's worked in a hospital system for years. We joke that, she's the food police, and she's always telling us, what to eat. So Deb Dowdy introduced me to Juice Plus, and I had no idea that Deb was taking it. I didn't know what Juice Plus is. I've known Deb for years, and I called Deb out on it. I was like, Deb Dowdy, what are you doing? You're hoarding it. You're hiding it. You need to share this with people. So that's how I found out about it, and signed on. And my mom's a customer, so she was working late tonight, but I have a feeling she'll probably be a distributor very soon. She already has some people that she's talked to that seem very interested as well.
Great. Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Cody? Why don't you go next, Cody?
All right, sounds good. We hear me?
Yes.
All right,
Yep.
My name is Cody Smith. I am out of Utah. I'm a holistic health coach and personal trainer out here. So nutrition is nothing new to me in my life specifically. I'd have to check with Deb and Chrissy, but I do believe I'm a direct distributor. Earned one promotion, I do believe.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's where I'm currently at in the business. I myself have actually kind of put it on the back burner, which was not my intention, and I get to get back into it for me, just to spread the word of nutrition and health. That's my only goal of it, to be completely honest. But sure, why not use a little supplemental income as well, So, yeah, that's just currently where I'm at with everything. Like everybody, I've got my own health story and business story and so on and so forth, so.
Awesome. Well, first of all, I want all three of you to know what a great team you are a part of, with Deb Dowdy and Christy Nix. My goodness, there isn't a better team, a more fun team, or a more successful team that you could be a part of. So Congratulations. And it sounds like you're all, kind of getting started. And, what I would recommend, well, first of all, even though we've been in the business for over 27 years, there's no better time to start this business than right now, today. More and more people are becoming health conscious, starting to realize that they have to take control of their health. So many people are looking for ways to supplement their income. There's just so many different reasons why there's no better timing than right now. A lot of people say to us, oh yeah, well, you got in on the ground floor. Well, there is no such thing. We have people in our business who outperform us, who out-earn us. And, it's a level playing field for everybody. You can have whatever it is that you want from this business, be it a little or a lot. And I encourage you to have it be a lot because it's there. It's there. It's there for you. You can make $500 a month if that's what you want, but why not make 5,000 or even 50,000? The sky's the limit. It just, really has everything to do with the amount of time and energy you put into the business. But what I would recommend is to fast track to the VF position. In fact, set a goal to fast track to the sales coordinator position. And this may not all be Greek to you right now, but you'll learn very quickly that you want to fast track to that VF position so that you earn the bonuses that are in place. That's $350 in bonuses in addition to, your retail profit and commissions and things like that. So why leave that on the table? And then the next step is qualifying your business. And when you're a VF, a virtual franchisee with a qualified business, that's kind of a statement that you're taking this business seriously. And the company sees that, and they know that you're seriously doing this business. Your upline support team sees that, and they see, okay, here's a serious person, somebody that's taking their business very seriously. So a VF with a qualified business is where you want to be as quickly as possible. And then on to completing the fast track for that sales coordinator position, because that then puts you at the top commission position. And of course, there are leadership positions above that as you move forward. But at the sales coordinator position, that's the top commission position. So you're taking advantage of the marketing plan. And, I personally, I would just encourage you to talk to every single person you know about the product and every single person you know about the business. You just never know, what's going on with people. And even people that we have over the years brought into this business, people that we thought were successful, that they wouldn't have any interest whatsoever in this, they surprise us, Of course, everybody can take advantage of Juice Plus. There's nobody too healthy to add Juice Plus to their diet. And, the beauty of it is there's nobody too sick, nobody too healthy, nobody too young, nobody too old. Everybody is a candidate for Juice Plus. So don't overlook anybody, be it, friends, family members, neighbors, you name it. Everybody's a candidate for Juice Plus. And then make sure that everybody knows about the business, because you just never know what's going on with people. We're classic examples of that. If our friend Jim had not introduced the business, or if he had prejudged us and not introduced the business to us, I can't even imagine where we'd be today. Because I can't imagine my life without Juice Plus, and I can't imagine not having this business. So, you're in a really great spot, all three of you, just getting started. And, the sky's the limit. Christy mentioned, when we got started, there weren't the tools that there are today. We didn't have texting, we didn't have internet, we didn't have Voxer, we didn't have social media, we had none of that. It was all person to person, and that worked great. But people are moving through the marketing plan so much faster today because of those things that are available, especially social media. Voxer is a tremendous tool to help you stay in touch, with your team, to stay abreast of, any changes or anything, like Christy will be sending out, and you probably already received them, Voxer messages that bringing you up to date on this, that, or the other. It's a way for you to ask questions. You know, even though I'm in Orlando and you're in, you know, various parts of the country, you can Voxer me 24/7, and, you know, I can Voxer you back, you know, as soon as I see the Voxer. So I think Voxer is probably one of the best tools we have today in the business. Would you agree with me, Christy? Yeah, she says she's muted.
Sorry, I'm muted. Yes, I think it's between Zoom and Voxer, it has drastically changed my business. Communication-wise, how it's developed my relationship with our team, being able to meet people that I don't even know yet. It's and just the simplicity of being able to answer questions and then being able to share that exact message.
Absolutely. Like if you had to call Christy or call me to ask a question, and you'd have to reach us, and then you'd have to leave a message, and then we'd have to call you back, and you know that all of that just condenses with Voxer, because you can Voxer at midnight, and you know when I wake up at 6 a.m. I can Voxer you right back, and it's very efficient. I love it. So I haven't heard from the three of you what you see for yourself in this business, or what your goals are with this business. Would anybody like to share that?
You guys,
I'm always a little hesitant when it comes to making goals, but I mean, I like to be on top of the sales position, top of the marketing position. You know, I would like to see myself on top always, but you know, I have, you know, I need to learn more about everything. So, you know, I do have a full-time job, so you know, I got to kind of make time and learn about everything. That way I don't give out the wrong information.
Well, yes and no. You know, you can talk to people already without knowing a lot. Just say, you know, this is something I've heard about real recently. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it makes sense to me. Could I send you some information and you review it and let me know what you think? You know, so you don't have to have all the answers. I mean, even today, after 27 years, I could probably answer just about anybody's question, but a lot of times I don't. You know, I would rather send them information and let them learn that way. So you don't have to know everything to get started. Just makes sense to me. I don't know if it'll make sense to you or not. I've just
well, I received the information in the little file folder about the product. Can I order more of that to hand out to people?
Sure. Yeah. Was it a brochure, you mean?
Yeah, there's brochures and just little pamphlets. Like I like to get some more pamphlets about the Tower Garden.
Yeah,
because that's something
absolutely.
that I can advertise, because I'm sure some of the residents would love that. But you know, I only have that one, and I don't want to make copies because I don't like copies of stuff. I think it's tacky looking.
Sure.
So you know, I want to see if I can get more of those, you know, flyers, so I can take those to the people and let them see it.
Absolutely. When Christy or Deb take you through your virtual office and help you get logged in and everything, they'll show you where to go to order, you know, brochures and sales aids and things like that.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Diane? What are your goals in the business?
Well, I was thinking, I like big picture, but I'm going to start really small. I was thinking about this the other day, just kind of, you know, like doing a little memory jogger of all the people that I would like to share this with. And I instantly started thinking about, like, you know, my brothers, my immediate family. You know, I've shared this with my mom already. My brothers, one of my brothers is not in a place financially where they would even be able to order it. So for me, I would like to have enough residual income so that I could purchase it for them, or just order it, ship it, and it's taken care of. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that they could be on the product and benefit from them, even though I know financially they cannot do it right now.
Okay.
And I've got, you know, some other friends that way too, that just you know, from a giving heart, just so that they could be on it, because I know already. What little bit I know, the benefits.
Just a word to the wise. A lot of times we do want to buy it for people, but many times people take it. They don't take it if it's just given to them. They put it in the cupboard and it never sees the light of day again. Where if they invest their money and buy it, then they're serious about taking it. So even though we want to give it to people, sometimes it backfires. What might be more effective is help, like your brother as an example, helping him get a handful of customers so that it pays for his own product. What he's making from those customers would cover his.
Okay.
That works really well because then he's earning it and buying it with his own money.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Cody, do you have some goals in the business?
It's actually a good question. I haven't really taken a look at it, to be completely honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I realistically joined Killer just because Deb Dowdy actually introduced me to the product myself. And I know the power of the product.
Mm-hmm.
And like everybody, I have a story with it, been on and off it, and I know the major difference that it's done for me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just all about spreading that word, especially because I'm in the related field of nutrition and everything. So it's like, yeah, it's a good question. I just haven't been able to pinpoint what exactly my goal is, except to just spread the product.
Okay. Well, and you might set some goals for yourself. Just, do you realize how many fitness professionals are very, very successful in this business?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, good. Because you speak and people listen. They want to look like you. They want to be as fit and healthy as you. And you have the credibility. You have much more credibility as an example than I do, just being in the fitness industry.
Right.
So, take advantage of that. Why not? And, there are people in this business who are matching their fitness income, exceeding their fitness income. Some people have left that and do Juice Plus full time. Other people do it hand in hand because they love what they're doing. So, can make some serious part-time income. Right.
Perfect. Yeah. So I get to sit down and discover that for myself as to what my goal is and get to work on that.
Awesome.
Hey, Karen, I think what Cody's experiencing is a very normal thing for people, especially when they first get into the Juice Plus business, is figuring out that why. Like, what is it that, gets you willing to get outside of that comfort zone to be able to share this with people? I know for myself, I experienced it. I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to offset the cost of my product. I never intended, getting to national marketing director. So are there any suggestions that you could share with us about how to dig back that, pull back that layer of those onions and figure out what is it that, and I don't really necessarily think it's like you have to have it, but if you want to, where do you suggest beginning from?
Well, just ask yourself the question, why do I want to do this business? And then whatever that answer is, then ask yourself the question, what would that do? How would that look? What would be different? And, just keep, like Christy said, just keep peeling those layers back until you get to, your heartfelt reason for doing this business.
Perfect.
Any questions for Karen?
No, that was actually my question, to be completely honest with you, Christy. We're on the same page there.
Awesome. So, Karen, I always look back at what I, shoulda, coulda, woulda, I always say, I'm not too proud to say that I made an incredible amount of mistakes. And I'm a firm believer that mistakes have to be made for you to grow in this business. But I'm also a firm believer in being able to pass on to my team what have you learned? You know, you've learned an incredible amount of things through these years with this company. What would be some of the things that maybe you wish you knew sooner, or you would have been something else that just kind of made sense to you, something that somebody said? Is there anything that if you could do it all over again, what you would do differently?
I think I would just be more willing to share with everybody and not let myself get in my own way. Because, you know, looking back now in retrospect at all the people that we have helped, either with their health or with their financial situation, and had we been too hesitant or too shy, you know, to share with them, they wouldn't have that today. So, you know, I think if anything, just give yourself permission to get out of your own way and be detached. You know, I like to say, you know, talk to everybody you know, but be detached from the outcome. And I even say to people, look, I don't care if you do or you don't, but you have to have this information. I don't care if you do get on Juice Plus or don't get on Juice Plus, but you have to know about it. Whatever you decide is totally up to you. And that way they get that I'm not going to be hounding them or anything like that. But I do want them to have the information. And then whatever their decision is, you know, I accept. And I can take a no just as much as I can take a yes. But I think, you know, not stopping yourself from talking to absolutely everybody. And I think, you know, if there's a few things that we've learned in this business, you know, it's that persistence pays, you know, persistence and consistency. If we just do the basics, you know, over and over and over again, we will be successful in this business. We can't help but be successful. And, you know, I really encourage all of you to set some goals, because why not? You know, why not have what you want in life? And the average income for a national marketing director is over $100,000 a year. So why not? You know, there are hundreds of national marketing directors in this business, and they all started exactly where you started, by signing that application or entering it online and making the decision, you know, to get started. And just apply a little bit of persistence and consistency, and you too, you know, can be at the top position.
So Karen, can you keep leading into where you're going with what it means to be a national marketing director? What are the perks? What has it done for you? Obviously, finances are helpful, but also, you know, maybe talk a little bit about that corporate benefits package. I know there's not any other MLMs and all that. So
yeah.
Cool.
Well, the corporate benefits package is available when you get to the national marketing director position, and it includes, you know, all insurance, health insurance, life insurance, dental, optical, long-term disability. It includes tuition reimbursement for yourself or your immediate family for education. It includes a hefty Christmas bonus every year, and up to $3,000 a month business incentive bonus that's just added to your check. It's 20% of your earnings, up to $3,000 a month. And that's money that you can reinvest in your business. It's money that you can spend to go on vacation. I mean, whatever you want to do with it, it's yours. It's just added to your income. But what it has done for us is we have been able to create a lifestyle that we could only dream about. You know, we, as I said, in our import business, we were working literally 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. We had no time freedom. We had no time for each other. We had no time for family. We had no time for friends. And the lifestyle that this business has created for us, I mean, it's an enviable lifestyle. We work when we want to. We don't work when we don't want to. Our income our income is steady. We get paid every month, whether we work or not. You know, we have built an organization that literally spans the continent, and the globe, I guess. And it really isn't because of us. It's because, you know, we sponsored somebody who sponsored somebody who sponsored somebody, and it just grew and took on a life of its own. And we couldn't mess it up today if we tried. I mean, we could not. It has a life of its own. And, you know, anybody can create that for themselves. It doesn't happen overnight. But again, with persistence and consistency, it can happen a whole lot faster than you think. But for us, you know, time freedom. And we started our business, we lived in Seattle, Washington. And I don't know if you know, but it rains a lot there. And so to celebrate getting to National Marketing Director, we flew down to the Caribbean and chartered a sailboat and, you know, sailed part of the Caribbean. And we liked it so much that we did that every year. And then we started, you know, there are better places to be in the wintertime. So we would come down to Florida right before Thanksgiving and spend some time in the sunshine. And then we would go to the Caribbean and charter a boat and spend some time there and then come back to Florida. And then when the weather started improving, we'd go back to the Pacific Northwest. There's no job that we could have been able, you know, we could have been able to get away from to do that. We certainly couldn't have done that in our other business, you know, but our virtual franchise provided us, you know, the opportunity to have that kind of freedom. And, you know, I think that that's what this business means to us. And if I had to sum it up in one word, it's freedom. You know, it's freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, and not worry about finances, you know, not worry about those bills, not worry about, you know, day-to-day expenses and things like that. It's financial freedom and time freedom.
Awesome. Yeah, that was Deb's question. I'm wondering if, Deb, do you have any other questions for Karen in that sense?
No, I appreciate you doing that, Karen. I just wanted to make sure that everybody, even though, you know, a lot of them are newer, you know, what the bigger picture could be for them if they, you know, chose that, because that's the path that I'm going down. And, you know, you know, I'm very familiar with the structure and direct sales as well. But I also think sometimes when you hear it from different people, you know, the old saying about, you know, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear, right? So thank you so much for sharing that, because, you know, I'm very much about freedom, flexibility, but being able to get people to think the bigger picture, because it is attainable, very much attainable, and you're living proof of that. Chrissy's living proof of that. And when you just keep going, you know, no matter what the results look like today, if you keep going, this is something that can be very viable. But it doesn't have to take, I mean, it just blew my mind away, Karen, just last month when we got on a call and there's somebody, you know, that Christy invited on the call who made national marketing director in 4 months. I was like, oh, I about fell off my chair, you know, like, you know. So it doesn't matter, because there's a lot of people out there, you know, we can say 18 months, 5 years, 3 years, 4 months. It's just when you're ready and you make that decision, you have that paradigm switch and everything changes, but nothing changes, and you just go for it, you know, and, you know, it can be so rewarding, but I just wanted them to be able to hear it, because I think sometimes people can think, well, it's, you know, oh, that's, you know, they must have had a silver spoon, or they had help, or this or that and the other thing. And I did it in another direct sales business, which I know you know that, you know, and I came away from that 4 years ago. And so now I'm transferring a lot of my skills into my Juice Plus business. And, you know, I just get so excited, because sky's the limit, and the wave of the future really is about health and wellness. And, you know, I'm just praying for everybody on this call to be able to just, you know, sometimes we have to have somebody else has to have the belief in you until you have the belief in yourself. So please just, you know that Karen and Christy have your back, and that they are living proof of this, and then it can come to fruition no matter what position you decide that you want to go after. But if you want to keep going and you want to keep growing, you know, in the process, then you can really do anything from anywhere with this business. So Karen, thank you so much. And I wanted to hear about the National Marketing Director position again, just so I keep having that photograph in my head, like the projector going over and over and over and over and over again, because we have to act as if, right? So we may not be where we want to be at the moment, but we have to act as if so we can keep going for it. So thank you so much. Absolutely.
And again, I just wanted to reiterate to the new people on tonight that, you've got tremendous mentors in Deb and Christy, and you're part of such a great team. But if there's ever anything that my husband Pete or I can do to help you, we're just a phone call away, a Boxer away, a Facebook message away. So, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to help you with your business.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for getting on here. Oh, go ahead.
Yes. So in talking to Christy, she's mentioned before that, how important it is to, have a good customer base and take care of your customers, because, part of the residual income, comes from your customers. Not everyone is going to see this as a business opportunity. Can you talk a little bit about, how you approach your potential customers, or even, I don't know, a stranger on the street, somebody, a face that you don't even know. I think for me right now, I'm really struggling with finding a method that works for me, that's a balance between my personality and not coming on like too pushy, too salesy, because I think right now there is a bombardment of products that are being sold. You've got It Works, you've got Thrive, you've got Visalis. I used to be a Visalis distributor. You've got Young Living, doTERRA, you've got Mary Kay. So that's proof that the structure works, which is good. For people who understand multi-level marketing, it works. But for those skeptics who are always like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme and it's a scam and it's a get rich quick and it's this and it's that, how do you get past that and just deliver the message that, hey, this could work for you? It has benefits. How would you deliver that message?
Okay. So are we talking about the product then? You started, yeah. Okay. I do something very simple, like, I've come across something, makes sense to me. I don't know if it'll make sense to you or not. Would you review some information and let me know what you think? And that way I'm detached. And I find if I stay detached, people are much more willing to be open than if I'm, hounding them, trying to sell them something. It's just like, hey, it makes sense to me. I don't know if it'll make sense to you or not. It's just fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
Check it out and let me know.
And so then do you follow up with, can I send you a video? Can I have your email? Or
yeah, I like to ask for Yeah, I like to ask if I can text them a video, because then I have their phone number. Mm-hmm. And then I also like to say, I'm really anxious to know what you thought of the information. Would it be okay with you if I gave you a call after you watched it? I can't wait to hear your thoughts.
Okay. So
that you're getting their permission to let you call them. Yeah. But just the more relaxed and the more detached you can be, the more successful. Okay. Makes sense to me. I don't know if it'll make sense to you or not. Check it out. Let me know.
Thank you. That helps.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Karen? That was a really good one, Diane. And I think Karen's right. Like, the more laid back you are about it, the more they're like, oh, she's not hounding me. Like, it's that reverse psychology, right?
And I also like to, reiterate, it's just fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are non-controversial. It's like, there's a lot of stuff out there that doesn't make sense to me, but fruits and vegetables, everybody knows they should eat more fruits and vegetables. Most people know they don't eat enough. So if we can offer them a way, to bridge that gap between what they should eat and what they do eat, they're pretty open to it, especially when it's convenient and affordable.
Any other questions for Karen? So you guys check the chat feature on Zoom if you can. I put in Karen's mobile number. So you can save that to your phone. She is on Voxer. Voxer is amazing. If you're not on it yet, get on it. It really is awesome. So it's just so great. Like Karen said, that perfect example of it's 11 o'clock at night. I'm awake. Like all of a sudden that's my time to really do work. And she's not, but she can hear it at 6 a.m. while I'm sleeping, and I can get it when I wake up. Like that has really just separated those boundaries of trying to reach someone on a phone call, and, you know, just not being able to hear, like when you use text, it's just doesn't get the point across as much. So it really is awesome. No other questions. Karen, any last minute things you want to throw in, or?
Well, one thing I was just going to say about Voxer is go ahead and get on Voxer tonight and send me a message. And that way we'll start a chat.
Perfect.
Hear from you again. But no, I guess, you know, the thing to leave you with is, like I said before, just give yourself permission, you know, to talk to everybody, and don't be hung up on whether they say yes or no, because it doesn't matter. You know, we want to serve people. And if we just come from our heart and offer them something that can change their health, or offer them something that can change their life, what they do with it is entirely up to them. Just come from your heart, be real.
Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
Being real.
Being real.
That makes a big difference, because then you want to just sound like you. Like if you're not coming from who you are, if Rita doesn't sound like Rita to her friends, then they're going to be skeptical.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah, that's cool.
so if you just put it in, I mean, this is your storefront. This $50 that you paid is your storefront. You want to follow the tried and proven method, but you want to make it yours. You know, that's a beautiful part of all the skill sets that each and every one of you bring in. And the other beautiful part is that we get to learn from each other, all the different skill sets that one another brings. So I love that. And once I finally figured it out, that made business a lot easier and more fun, because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of trying to type in this very small font here, but I want you guys to be able to find Karen easily in Voxer. So I'm putting in the way to look for, because there's a few Karen Weavers in there. So KWeave6375 on Voxer. Okay, so check the chat part. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. But give me a thumbs up if you can see it, so that you can stay in touch with Karen. She's a phenomenal coach and resource and friend. Like, this business will give you some amazing people in your life. And Karen Weaver just happens to be one of them. So thank you all so much for doing this. And Karen, thanks for making the time.
Absolutely. And it's a pleasure meeting all of you tonight. And I can't wait to become friends in the future. So call me anytime.
Karen, I love your kitchen.
Oh, thank you.
I keep looking at your kitchen. I'm like, oh, this is nice. You got a lot of counter space.
Yes, this is where I work, in my kitchen.
She
Yeah, I love
also
it.
has a beautiful pool. Next time she needs
Yeah, but she's not at the pool right now. She's in the kitchen. My kitchen is small, and I want a big kitchen because I love to cook.
All
So I'm
right.
like, I need a big kitchen.
All
Let's get
right.
you one, Rita.
There's a good first goal.
Yeah.
If I make it to national director, I'll get my own big kitchen. How about
Got
that?
Awesome.
Thanks, Karen, so much for
Okay.
doing.
Good night, everybody.